6 wins for Mohun Bagan Supergiant and just the 1 draw. So tonight, will that change?
And it's not going to be easy, Aditi. As Eric said, that East Bengal do need an early goal. But speaking about their form, especially after the AFC Cup, there has been a dip.
Absolutely. They're struggling in front of the goal. They've not really found the right dynamic, attacking dynamic. I think defensively they've been solid. Hijazi playing a major role there. And, Prabhsukun Gill on many occasions, he's been safeguarded, he's been protected that way. But I think attacking-wise, they still need to figure out that solution, because if they want to pick up points, they have to score goals. And there are other teams just breathing down their neck, to fight for that playoff spot.
And it's not going to be easy, Eric. We know that Clayton Silva has been playing up front for East Bengal. Mahesh on one side, Nanda. How do these combine and get those goals in for the club?
Well, they've got to get width. And in terms of the chances that are created, there's been not a lot of creation. And they've signed players like Felicio Forbes, Victor Vasquez. And in terms of creating, they haven't had a player to step up. And I think Mahesh is the one tonight that needs to step up and provide the opportunities for Clayton Silva. We know how good he can be. He scored that Panenka goal in the last derby game. So for tonight, we know about the form. They've conceded 19, but they've scored 19 as well. And it's been a big step forward in the right direction for East Bengal this year.
Yeah, but they've not been able to score against the top 5 teams of the ISL, in the last 8 games. And in fact, they've struggled to score 50% of those matches. So that shows how difficult it's been for them in front of the goal. They've not created enough chances. Even in the last game, they haven't created a lot of chances. The shots on target were also very less. So those are things that they really need to, figure out. And this is the right game for them to figure out.
And Carles Cuadrat, he will want today to be the turning point, the Kolkata derby. Eric Partalu caught up with him earlier today.
Carles, the Kolkata derby tonight. 4 games to go in the regular season. Every game is like a final. Are the players ready for this last push of the season?
Yeah, it's a very important game for us. I know that they are mentally ready because it's a big game. You don't need extra motivation for the Boro match, that's clear. But physically, it's true that we are suffering a little bit. We see the GPS of the last game. We are with some physical problems, so only 3 days of recovery. We have to be clever about how we do the tactics today, and we have to adjust the match plan to try to be better and to get the 3 points.
Yeah, Mohun Bagan seem to be the form team of the competition and very dangerous in transition moments. How do you plan on stopping them tonight?
Yes, it's about to be compact. We know that they are good in transition, so we have to try to allow not to make transitions to them. So this is the plan, to be all together, to help each other, and try to surprise them in the counter-attack.
It's a case of wins for you guys now. Draws probably aren't going to be enough. Is there that sort of game plan to sit in and wait for your moment tonight?
Well, it's about to make a match plan to try to be competitive, and until now we have been in the competition. I mean, in all the games we have been close to get a result. Always we have been losing only for 1 goal when we have been losing, and we have been getting some very, very narrow results. What I mean is that we have to be clever. If we see the last games here, Northeast and Jamshedpur have received 3-4 goals, and we are in a moment in that situation of the season now, after 9 games only in 5 weeks, that we have to be compact, we have to be clever, we have to understand what the game means for us, and try to surprise them in the counter-attack.
Thanks for your time, Carles. All the best.
Thank you so much.
Eric, 2 changes for Carles Cuadrat, especially after that defeat to FC Goa.
Yeah, it's giving that 4-2-3-1 formation. Prabhsukun Gill, he has to have a big game tonight. Got beaten at that near post against Goa. And, the back 4, basically the same. Chununga still playing as a right back. That's going to be interesting tonight, being tested with pace in behind. And it's Ajay Chetri. He comes in for Victor Vasquez in the middle of the park. And Sol Crespo is in the side tonight. That's a massive, massive statement for them. They need to have him back, a bit more creativity. And Nanda Kumar in a number 9 position and Clayton Silva out wide. So it's going to be very, very interesting.
Absolutely, and they've got some, fast-paced players in the substitute bench as well. VP Soher and PV Vishnu can come off the bench and add those, counter-attacking moves. Add that, because we know that Mohun Bagan is attack-heavy. They will be committing numbers forward. So off the bench, these guys can prove really vital to have that option as in counter-attack.
Carles Cuadrat, he has those different makers on the bench, but Hijazi Maher, he's been an outstanding performer this season for East Bengal. Aditi caught up with him earlier.
Hijazi, this is your first season in India and you're a vital part of the team. How's your experience been playing for a legacy club like East Bengal?
Yes, this is first year for me in India. So I'm happy to be here. It's a nice experience. It's a very good league. I don't know anything about the league before I come here, but I come here. It's a very good league. It's a competitive league. So, and this team, East Bengal, is a very big team here. Oh, I'm happy to be here.
Now tonight, you're facing not just the arch rivals, but also an attacking unit that looks really potent. As a defender, how are you looking to address this challenge?
Yeah. For me as a defender, important thing to defend my goal, but also every time I think about score. Also to help the team to score more goals. I like to score goals because before I was a striker, before I was defender. Yeah.
Thanks for speaking with us, Hijazi, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Carles Cuadrat will want Hijazi Maher to perform today as well. He has the highest number of clearances for East Bengal.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. I think he's been the best pickup for East Bengal this season, leads the line, and particularly when they try and sit in defend, you need to have a natural leader, and the Jordanese player, he's just so good going forward as well from those set pieces. He scored 2 goals in the Super Cup. He hasn't scored. I think tonight it may be the night for him.
And he can get on to everything. Aditi, we know Hijazi Maher. He's clearing everything that he has. He's everywhere. Yeah. Can he get a goal tonight?
Well, East Bengal would certainly be hoping that he can score a few as well. But, you know, it's such a huge advantage for a goalkeeper to have a character and a personality like Hijazi in front of you. I think Prabhsukhan Gill is really lucky in that sense. He's cleared everything. He's really protected his goalkeeper. And it's so important to have a leader like that in a team that's struggling and that's fighting for that 6th spot. I think he's an important key player in the team.
You need a leader for Asia's biggest rivalry and oldest rivalry. Let's see what the numbers have to say.
It's now 100 years since Mohun Bagan and East Bengal first locked horns, and that's what it is, it's locking horns. China, Japan, Korea, all have football history, but nothing like India, nothing like Mohun Bagan and East Bengal.
We dream to play here in Calcutta once in their career.
For us it's like very important, like जीतना ही है, क्योंकि for a Bengali people इनके लिए festival है, कुछ भी करो ये मैच जीतना है.
Defined by the complex interplay of light and dark, of past pain and present beauty. This is Asian football's biggest rivalry.
इंडिया में सबको पता है डर्बी मतलब कोलकाता डर्बी अलग है, तो ISL का पहले भी सेम था, बट ये साल कुछ ना कुछ मिल जाएगा हम लोग को भी, टीम के लिए भी और फैंस के भी.
Light up the sparks! Another limited edition Indian Super League episode of this limitless Kolkata show.
It is absolutely unquestionable. This is the biggest derby in the whole of Asia.
The last time these two sides met in the Indian Super League, it was a 2-all draw. But Mohun Bagan super giant Eric has performed better so far.
Yeah, no, because of this man, Antonio Habas. He's come in and transformed the club's mentality, and he's not been afraid to make tough calls and also to play some of the youngsters like Abhishek in the middle of the park. And in terms of their form, winning those 4 out of 6 has been a great return for them. Players like Petrados firing in all cylinders. But I think tonight, they want to get the better of East Bengal in the derby match. So it's been a great start from Antonio Habas so far.
I mean, it's been incredible. Mohun Bagan Supergiant haven't lost in the last 6 games, and Antonio Habas will not want to lose tonight as well. Eric caught up with him earlier.
Antonio, Mohun Bagan have qualified for the playoffs now. Does a club like this celebrate such a thing, or is in finishing first position the only thing that's considered a success?
I think that for us, a team like Mohun Bagan Supergiant is mandatory to classify when 6 teams classify. It's different to a long time ago with only 4 in the playoff. Now we see it. I think this noise for celebration is not good for us. No?
East Bengal are tough to break down, but they know a draw won't be enough for them tonight. Is there a scenario for your team to maybe sit in and be patient, or will you go and attack straight away?
We have player now for play attacking. But in football, it's attacking and defense. About hold the transition attack defense. You have to consider the characteristics of my player now is I have more players with possibility to attack. I have to use these possibilities. It not depend the score, not depend the other thing, the opponent. Depend principally of our condition. No?
Good luck tonight, Antonio. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Aditi, that one change for Habas in that lineup.
Yeah, they're sticking to their 3-4-3 formation with Hector Yuste at the back, Anwar Ali and Subhashish. Up ahead of him, Abhishek will be playing that defensive midfielder role, and of course Kauko, who's been exceptional for this team in the past few matches, he stays in. But the big change is that Sahal comes in place of Tangri. But you've got to watch out for Petritos and Cummings because they've certainly found their form and they've got into that full throttle mode now.
Yeah, it's great to see Sahal in the lineup. I think that attacking change. I mean, look at the back line. The three just have to sit there and defend tonight, and they've got at least 5 or 6 players that can go forward and score and create things, and they look for those extra passes inside the box. And don't forget they play the Kerala Blasters on Wednesday, so it's a big week for Antonio Habas. Brennan Hamill back in the lineup. Don't forget, he got injured in the last derby about 5 weeks ago, and they have some strength on the bench to come in and change the game as well.
They have the hat-trick hero, Eric. They have Kian Nasiri. But in midfield, starting today is Yoni Kauko once again. He's changed the game for Mohun Bagan, Super Giant. He's come in and he's been solid in midfield. I've been really surprised with him and, pleasantly surprised because he's had a bad knee injury. He's come back and performed. They've got those 3 assists in that one game. And he's just a midfield marshal. He's got the engine room. He can create. He's a very balanced player. And Habas made the big call to get rid of Boomis and to bring Yoni Kauko back in. So it's paid off for him. It has. And if Yoni Kauko has been solid in midfield, Aditi, we know we have Petritos who's scoring goals. Not only last season, this season as well. He equalized in the reverse fixture.
Absolutely. And it's very important for a player like Kauko to have those workhorses in front of him. Manveer, Petritos constantly giving those forward runs, making themselves available. And of course, Yoni Kauko's got that ability, the technical ability, the awareness to find those players on the run, and of course his distribution skills. But Petritos bringing that character, bringing that personality, whenever the teams needed it, he stepped up.
It's been magical, Eric, the way Petritos has been scoring goals. It's not easy to stay consistent every season. It's not, and in the big games he comes to the party, and the coach has such faith in him, and they keep him on for the full 90 minutes. Look for him tonight to be a predator inside the box. And Aditi, do you think Sahal Abdul Samad along with Yoni Kauko could be a good balance now in midfield? Well, it could be a risk also because you have so many attacking players. You'll always be at risk in counter-attacks. So that is, something that we'll have to watch out. But does that risk pay off? But it's worth the risk. They have nothing to lose here. They want that top spot. They want to be scoring more goals. And this is the best game to do that. And Eric, when we see the fans gathered in large numbers here. We have East Bengal taking on Mohun Bagan, Super Giant. We cannot wait. It's time for a quick breather. We will be back soon.
देश के कोने कोने में तैयार होते हैं ये बीज। मुश्किलें इनकी जड़ों को मजबूत बनाती हैं। हार के बावजूद ये आसमान की तरफ बढ़ने में लगे रहते हैं ताकि एक दिन में देश का नाम रोशन करें।
That is a superb knock from a very special player.
तो आइए इंडियन क्रिकेट के इन राइजिंग स्टार्स को चीयर करें। देखिए IDFC फर्स्ट बैंक रणजी ट्रॉफी जियो सिनेमा और स्पोर्ट्स 18 पर लाइव।
We're loading up the best players in the world for every position. The best forwards, the ultimate defenders, the midfield maestros. The world's best players for all positions play in La Liga. So why watch anything else? Only on Geo Cinema and Sports 18. This is where goats are made. The best young dribbler.
Vinicius goes for the flick.
The best young midfielder. Who is the future GOAT in the making? You decide. The best young talent in the world plays here. La Liga. Why watch anything else? Live on Geo Cinema and Sports 18.
World records will be recalled. Pacer with the best bowling figures by an Indian in an ODI World Cup match. Teamwork will make all the difference when the best quizzing talent from India's schools will be put to the test. The Ultimate Sports Quiz 2023.
സ്വാഗതം കൊൽക്കത്തയിലെ വിവേകാനന്ദ യുവഭാരതി ക്രീഡാങ്കണിലേക്ക്. ദ ഗ്രേറ്റ് കൊൽക്കത്ത ഡെർബിയുടെ മത്സര ദിവസമാണെന്ന് ലോകമെമ്പാടുമുള്ള മലയാളി ഫുട്ബോൾ പ്രേക്ഷകരെ കൊൽക്കത്തയിലെ സോൾട്ട് ലേക്ക് സ്റ്റേഡിയത്തിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. ഈസ്റ്റ് ബംഗാൾ FC നേരിടുന്നു മോഹൻ ബഗാൻ സൂപ്പർ ജയന്റിനെ. ദ മോസ്റ്റ് പാഷനേറ്റ്, ദ ബോറോ മാച്ച് എന്നറിയപ്പെടുന്ന ഏഷ്യൻ ഫുട്ബോളിലെ തന്നെ ഏറ്റവും പഴക്കമേറിയ the biggest and oldest rivalry in Asian football. The Kolkata Derby, East Bengal Kolkata നേരിടുന്നു Mohun Bagan Super Giant Kolkata. East Bengal in the 4-2-3-1 ഫോർമേഷനിലാണ്. ടെക്നിക്കലി ഇത് both the teams of Kolkata we know. പക്ഷേ ഈസ്റ്റ് ബംഗാളിന്റെ ടെക്നിക്കലി അവരുടെ ഹോം മാച്ചാണ്. സോ ഈസ്റ്റ് ബംഗാൾ 4-2-3-1 ഫോർമേഷനിൽ കഴിഞ്ഞ കളിയിൽ നിന്നും 2 മാറ്റങ്ങൾ. അജയ് ഛേത്രിയും സോൾ ക്രെസ്പോയും സ്റ്റാർട്ടിംഗ് ലൈനപ്പിലേക്ക് വരുന്നു. വിഷ്ണുവിന്റെയും വിക്ടർ വാസ്കസിന്റെയും സ്ഥാനത്ത്. ഗോൾ പോസ്റ്റിൽ ഗിൽ, നുങ്ക, പാൻഡിച്ച്, ഹിജാസി, നിഷു ഡിഫൻസിൽ. അജയ് ഛേത്രി, സൗവിക് ഡിഫൻസീവ് മിഡ്. സോൾ സെൻട്രൽ മിഡ്ഫീൽഡർ. മഹേഷും ക്ലൈറ്റൺ സിൽവയും 2 വിങ്ങുകളിൽ പന്തുമായി മുന്നിലേക്ക് കുതിക്കും. നന്ദ കുമാർ ശേഖർ 5 ഗോളുകളുമായി നിൽക്കുന്ന ഈസ്റ്റ് ബംഗാളിന്റെ ഇന്ത്യൻ സ്ട്രൈക്കർ നന്ദകുമാർ ശേഖർ മുന്നേറ്റത്തിൽ. മറുഭാഗത്ത് മോഹൻ ബഗാൻ സൂപ്പർ ജയന്റ് ഇന്നും 3-men ബാക്ക് ലൈൻ ആണ് ഇന്നും അവതരിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. സുബാഷിഷ് ബോസ്, ക്യാപ്റ്റൻ ഹെക്ടർ യൂസ്തെ, അൻവർ അലി ആൻഡ് വിശാൽ കേത് ഗോൾ പോസ്റ്റിൽ. സഹലിനെ മുന്നിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് ലിസ്റ്റണും കമ്മിൻസും മൻവീറും അടക്കമുള്ള ഒരു 3-men അറ്റാക്കിംഗ് ആണ് സഹലിനെ 11ലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവന്നിരിക്കുന്നത്. വീണ്ടും പെട്രട്ടോസും അഭിഷേകും കൗക്കോയും സഹലും. വളരെ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ് ആണ്. പെട്രട്ടോസിനെ പിറകിലേക്ക് ആണ് സ്ഥാനം. അക്കോർഡിംഗ് ടു ദ ഫോർമേഷൻ പെട്രട്ടോസിന് പിറകിലാണ് സ്ഥാനം. വെരി ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ് ഫോർമേഷൻ ആണ് മോഹൻ ബഗാൻ സൂപ്പർ ജയന്റ്. 3-4-3 ഫോർമേഷനിൽ മോഹൻ ബഗാൻ സൂപ്പർ ജയന്റ് ഇറങ്ങുന്നു. വിത്ത് 1 ചേഞ്ച്. സഹൽ അബ്ദുൽ സമദ് കളിക്കുന്ന ദീപക് ടാംഗ്രിയുടെ സ്ഥാനത്ത്. വിശാൽ കേത്, ബോസ്, ഹെക്ടർ, അൻവർ അലി, അഭിഷേക്, സഹൽ, കൗക്കോ, മൻവീർ, ലിസ്റ്റൺ, പെട്ര ആൻഡ് കമിൻ. ആവേശകരമായ കൊൽക്കത്ത ദർബിയിലേക്ക് ലോകമെമ്പാടുമുള്ള മലയാളി ഫുട്ബോൾ പ്രേക്ഷകരെ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. To the one and only unlimited passionate match in Indian football, especially in Asian football too. ഏഷ്യയിലെ തന്നെ ഏറ്റവും പഴക്കമേറിയ, ഏറ്റവും ആവേശകരമായ, ഏറ്റവും വലിയ biggest rivalry, East Bengal Mohun Bagan Super Giant Kolkata Derby. എത്രയെത്ര ഓർമ്മകളും എത്രയെത്ര പ്രോജ്വലമായ സ്മരണകളും ഫുട്ബോൾ വീരഗാഥകളും പറയാനുണ്ട്. ഈ കിഴക്കൻ വീരഗാഥ എന്നൊരു വിഖ്യാതയാണ് വാസ്തവത്തിൽ കൊൽക്കത്ത ഡെർബി. 100 വർഷങ്ങളിലേറെ പഴക്കമുള്ള 2 ക്ലബ്ബുകൾ, 100 വർഷങ്ങളിലേറെ പഴക്കമുള്ള ഒരു ശത്രുതയാണ് ഈസ്റ്റ് ബംഗാളും മോഹൻ ബഗാൻ സൂപ്പർ ജയന്റും എന്നൊക്കെ ഫുട്ബോളിന്റെ കളിക്കളത്തിൽ ഏറ്റുമുട്ടുന്ന ഓരോ ദിവസവും. 100+ years old rivalry. Just imagine the passion. 100 വർഷത്തിലേറെ പഴക്കമുള്ള ഒരു ശത്രുത, ആ മനോഭാവത്തോടുകൂടി, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ശത്രുത എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഫുട്ബോളിന്റെ കളിക്കളത്തിൽ ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് ലൈക്ക് മാഞ്ചസ്റ്റർ ഡെർബി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് പോലെ, അതല്ലെങ്കിൽ സ്കോട്ടിഷ് ഡെർബി, റേഞ്ചേഴ്സും സെൽറ്റിക്കും കളിക്കുന്ന സ്കോട്ടിഷ് ഡെർബി എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോലെ, ദ മാഡ്രിഡ് ഡെർബി, അത്ലറ്റിക്കോ മാഡ്രിഡ്, റയൽ മാഡ്രിഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോലെ, ആൻഡ് ദ മിലാൻ ഡെർബി, AC മിലാൻ, ഇന്റർ മിലാൻ ഡെർബി എന്ന് പറയുന്ന പോലെ. Here comes the Kolkata Derby. പടക്കുതിരകൾ ഈസ്റ്റ് ബംഗാൾ വേഴ്സസ് മോഹൻ ബഗാൻ സൂപ്പർ ജയന്റ്. തത്സമയം സൂര്യ മൂവീസിലും ജിയോ സിനിമയിലും മലയാളം കളി വിവരണത്തോടെ സോൾട്ട് ലേക്ക് സ്റ്റേഡിയത്തിൽ നിങ്ങളെ ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. കമന്ററി ബോക്സിൽ ഞാൻ ഷൈജു ദാമോദരൻ, എന്നോടൊപ്പം മുൻ ഇന്ത്യൻ ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ ജിജു ജേക്കബ്. നമുക്ക് ദേശീയ ഗാനത്തിന് കാതോർക്കാം. Then we will call definitely my dear on Jiju Jacob after the national anthem.
Kindly stand at the national anthem. সকলকে ভারতের জন্য উঠে দাঁড়ান।
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष
ആവേശഭരിതമായ സൂപ്പർ സൺഡേ കളി ആരവത്തിലേക്ക് ISL വീണ്ടും ഫുട്ബോൾ മലയാളത്തിനെ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. ഇന്ത്യൻ സൂപ്പർ ലീഗിന്റെ 10ാം സീസണിലെ സെക്കൻഡ് ഡർബി, ആദ്യ ലെഗ് ഡർബിയിൽ 2-2 എന്ന രീതി ഫിക്ചർ നടന്നപ്പോൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ ഫെബ്രുവരി 3-ാം തീയതി സാക്ഷ്യം വഹിച്ചത്. ഇറ്റ് വാസ് എ 2-2 ഡ്രോ ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് സെക്കൻഡ് ഡർബി ഓഫ് ദ സീസൺ. ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി സൂപ്പർ സൺഡേ, ഒരു ത്രില്ലിംഗ് എക്സൈറ്റിംഗ് സൂപ്പർ സൺഡേയിലേക്ക് ഫുട്ബോൾ മലയാളത്തിനെ സഹർഷം സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. സൂര്യ മൂവീസിലും ജിയോ സിനിമയിലും തത്സമയം കൊൽക്കത്തയിൽ നിന്നും ഈസ്റ്റ് ബംഗാൾ വേഴ്സസ് മോഹൻ ബഗാൻ സൂപ്പർ ജയന്റ് പോരാട്ടം. ISL 10ാം സീസണിലെ മാച്ച് ഡേ 19 ആണ് ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ മത്സര ദിവസം. മാച്ച് ഡേ 19 സൂപ്പർ സൺഡേ. മോഹൻ ബഗാൻ സൂപ്പർ ജയന്റിനെ നേരിടുന്നു ഈസ്റ്റ് ബംഗാൾ കൊൽക്കത്ത. ക്ലൈറ്റൺ സിൽവ, ദ റോബിൻ ഹുഡ് ഓഫ് ഈസ്റ്റ് ബംഗാൾ, നയിക്കുന്നു റെഡ് ആൻഡ് ഗോൾഡ് ബ്രിഗേഡിനെ. ആൻഡ് മറൈനേഴ്സിനെ നയിക്കുന്നു സുഭാഷിഷ് ബോസ്. കാത്തിരിക്കാം നമുക്ക് സൂര്യ മൂവീസിനും ജിയോ സിനിമയ്ക്കുമൊപ്പം ഫോർ ദ വണ്ടർഫുൾ കിക്ക് ഓഫ് ഫ്രം ദ സോൾട്ട് ലേക്ക് സ്റ്റേഡിയം ഇൻ കൊൽക്കത്ത.
दमदार बैटर, ऑफ कोर्स नंबर 7 and 18. पता है ना मैं किसके बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ? हरमन एंड स्मृति.